This is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I wanted to do a video on my Christmas ornaments that I sell at my craft shows, and I'm doing this for Saturday Morning Makes with Jill Norwood. And thank you, Jill, for this collaboration. It's been really nice, and thank you to all my subscribers and all the people who have liked my items. And I wanted just to show you, my history is in Victorian and girly type of things. And so I've been doing ornaments for about since 2010, I think it was, but it has evolved and they're very popular. So I just wanted to kind of show you what I do. This one is a tree topper. And what I did was I took an angel and I took it apart and I put a piece of velvet material that I had, and I have been collecting tons of appliques and trims. A lot of my appliques I used to get from cheap trims, and they don't have as many anymore, but I have not bought any in a long time, so I have a lot of stuff and I'm using a lot of scraps. So I dyed this one. I didn't dye. This one was a long strip, but I just put it was a piece of lace, and I just put it on over skirt. And I lost her little purse, but she does fit in a tree, and I made a little, I think this is a little bottle cap, and I covered, and I kind of gathered material there and put like a little spritz of tulle, and she's really cute. And she did have I think a parasol, and it's somewhere, but I don't know why I put that pin there, but anyways, I put some little flowers, some little ribbon roses. Okay, so the theme I'm going to do just real quickly is little dresses and stuff. So these were little mannequins. These, and everything I bought years ago, they were ballerinas, and we took them apart. And I added another piece of lace and tulle, and this was already gold. And so I just put a little bead and then put a little bling here. So I took a little piece from this and added to her torso. And I did put a little bit of purple, like a little strip, and then trim. And then these ribbon roses. So I have a lot of them I buy white, and then I'll just dye them with that red dye and then put some pearls. So I think I had 5, and I sold all but 2. And I made a little, the skirt kind of gets a little wrinkled, little turquoise one. Did the same thing, dyed the little flowers. Okay. And I put little bling in the back. So I do the skirt a little shorter than I do the tulle. And I usually just roll a tulle, excuse me, and I fold it in half and then gather. Okay. Then I made these. These are little dresses. What I did was I got the Tim Holtz dress form, this one right here. I cut off the leg. Let's see if I could find my sample. Cut off this, and I did them in cardboard. I did, again, 5 or 6 layers, and it makes it thick. I don't know if you can see the bottom of this. Okay, and then I cover it with, paint him and cover it with lace. And then I use applique. This is like a V applique. I don't have my sample with me. And usually I get them in white and then dye whatever color, and I dye a whole bunch. And then I just put a little bit of glitter, a little bit of bling, as the flower. And my lace also was white, and I dye it, but my tulle I don't. I buy it the color. And so I just kind of flipped it over the arms. Right here, the applique, just flipped it over, and then so the little point goes right here. And let me see if I can find my applique. Okay, so I got this applique, and I call it the V applique, and I use this on a lot of stuff. And so I just kind of open it up right there, and then kind of bring it down. So it makes kind of like a little sleeve. And you can cut this part off or glue it down further. So that's how it looks. Okay, so once you make it thick, then it kind of fits a little bit better. Okay, so that's the V. So that's the little dress, and I have it in green. I sold all my, I make them in burgundy, pink, all colors, and I sold them all except for these three. I had three left. And so a lot of the colors are the burgundy, excuse me, pink, purple, blue, and sometimes green, the sage green. Okay, so I wanted to show this. This is like a little hanger that I decorated. I don't know why this is doing that, but again, the V applique, and then I put flowers and a little bead here and some beads hanging down. Cheap trims used to have a lot of this fringe beads, and so years ago, I haven't ordered in about 10, 12 years, so I'm just using a lot of the stuff I had because I went crazy and ordered a lot. So this is the hangers that I had gotten, and they were a little long, so I cut them off here with the scissors, and then I covered them with some trim and kind of match everything up. And so I have a couple of them. Let me see if I find them here. I had a pink one, and did those, and then I put bling on top. And I did a burgundy one. I did this one a little different. And I used to, these little dresses right here, I put applique on them, and I did put the hanger originally, but it was a lot of work to cover it, and so I just I started doing it with just the hanger, and so, and I ran out of these, so that's why too. Okay, so now I'm going to see my little other, I got some little fairies, I mean ballerinas, I'm sorry. I forgot to take my price tags off. So I got these at Walmart, and last year they didn't have them, so I got these a couple of years ago. So most of my ornaments I got a while back. Before the pandemic, I got a lot of ornaments, and then it has changed now to farmhouse. So they did have these. So I took apart the ballerina, what it came with, and then I made my own tool and put some applique. And this was a little butterfly applique, and I put it around her torso, and then I put some little trim around her, and I thought they came out cute, and so they put them in the back. Let's see, I don't know if you can see the back. So it's like a little plastic underneath, and made quite a bit of these, and I had these left. Okay. Oh, and then I put the little tool in the bottom of their feet. I'm getting the glare, and I don't know why. Let's see if that works better. Okay, and then I did this little fairy. This I got back in 2017 from Walmart. They had these. And her arms were so squished down right here, I couldn't get through. So what I did break one, but I got my heat tool, and it kind of melted a little bit. I did it very slow, and then I kept lifting it little by little by little, and then I was able to pick her arms up a little bit so I could put the tool. But it came like this. And so I just kind of decorated her up, and see, this is a little butterfly applique, and I just wrapped it around her. And it did have bigger wings, so I took those off. I kind of alter what I buy, and I did little wings, the little chiffon wings. I put that on her because the other ones were so big, and it just kind of got lost on her. So that's my little fairy. And then also back then, I got these dolls, and I wish I would have gotten these ladies. I wish I would have gotten more. I only got 7, and because I didn't know what I was going to do with them. And so I put this little poo, because I thought she was leaning funny, but it turned out to be better. So I took apart her hat, and then put some little beads on it, and spray painted it, put glitter, and then I haven't finished her. I need to put a little purse hanging down, or a little parasol. I had 7 of them. I sold them all except for this one. I hadn't finished it, and so I finally finished it. And I just cut up, I glittered it. It was in gold, and so then I just got the trim, and I kept cutting all the little pieces off of it, and then placing them on her body. And then this little piece is from this trim. And I think I have it here. No, I don't. Oh. So this is similar, this trim right here. And I get them in white again, and I dye them all. And it's easier, it was cheaper to get in bulk, and that way you can dye whatever colors you want. So that's what I did. And a lot of my applique came like this. And then I just cut them up or do them as a trim. Okay, and okay, so I got those. So now I'm going to move into, I had made this tag, and it was just a tag, and I did the cardboard again, and then I put a real pretty picture, and did her hat and the beads, and put a little applique. This came off of something that I had taken apart, and so I used it on her, and I thought she came out really cute. And I put seam binding and kind of my little vintage lady. I probably should put lace in the back, just kind of cover that up, but I have to make some more of these. And then more in the Victorian theme. You get these masks. I got them from a company. I used to get them from a place. Let me see if I find the mask. Oops, I didn't bring it. Oh, here it is. They come like this, and it has the feathers. So I take them apart, take all the glitter off. I just put them in hot water and soap, and then kind of scrape it off. The glitter falls off pretty easy. And so I paint them, and then I put glitter in the back, and again that V applique. And then I just put glitter around the applique, and then put tulle and a bead. And these, I've been selling these for, gosh, a good 10 years, and they're still popular. And we ordered a whole bunch. I have a lady friend that I craft with, and she orders some, and I do, and so these have always been popular. And we used to sell ornaments to the St. James Tea Room here in Albuquerque, and they used to buy a lot of these and sell them, and so they're a really popular item for us. So I try and do them in different colors and put the applique on them. We used to do where we put the beads around here. It just got a little complicated and hard to do, so I just put glitter. I think it's easier and just as pretty. And then I just put like a little tag right there, and a little hook to hook them on, and the tassel trim. Okay. Then I had bought these years ago. They were Martha Stewart, and they were at Big Lots, I think, and they were little trinkets for a wedding. And so I just got it and covered it, and this is the last one I had. I think I had 24 of them, and I just covered them with velvet and some lace over it and put trim, and then put my little lady on there. So I thought these were cute. This heart I also got from Cheap Trims. And then, okay, so we made these little umbrellas. Okay, so I did them as a parasol. No, did it as an umbrella, this one, and then this is a parasol. Okay, and I bought this in a little small shop here in Albuquerque, and she does a lot of quinceaneras and baptismal stuff. And so we bought this and then covered it, and covered it in velvet, and then put lace inside it, and then trimmed out the handle. Then I decided to make it look like an umbrella, and then put a little bit of tulle in the bottom. Either one is cute. So this is it right there like that. And then this is that trim that I had used on this doll. Okay. And that's the same trim. And then I just put tulle and flowers. Okay. Okay, let me see. So now, I did, oops, I hit my camera. I did a key, and I have kind of my samples all over the place. Okay, so I bought these at Michael's years ago, and when they used to have things for $1, and I bought these, and so I just put bling and then covered it with a little picture and put lace in the back. Okay, and then put the bling on the key. So I have to make this one up. I found this one in one of my stash, so Got to make that up. So I made a Paris, and what I did was I used this die right here. Okay, and so when you cut it on cardboard, all these little holes don't come out, which is perfect because I just wanted the outline. And so I just stacked a bunch of them together, and then put my trim, and then put glitter on it in gold, and then decorated it. And so I made a bunch of these too. So I made quite a bit on each one. And then what I did was I made, these were my favorite. I just love these. This is a pocket watch. And I had a stamp, I think from Graphic 45. And I put flowers, little tiny flowers on this, and then the trim. And this is the die, and this is an old Spellbinders die. This is one of the first ones they had done, and so I bought one for myself, and then I found one at a yard sale, so I went and got two because that way I can cut a bunch. And again, cardboard. So see the thickness on the cardboard, and it makes it look like wood. It's pretty sturdy. You know, it's not flimsy at all. It doesn't bend. So I do that a lot. So I have friends who I tell to save me cardboard, and they do. Send me tons of cardboard, and so it's very nice. And so I have a friend who does ceramics, and she did these little gloves, and so I put lace around it and put some little applique, and so she did those for me. I thought those were cute, very Victorian. And then I did a purse, and what I used, I had bought these again years ago, and they were shells, these, you know, that they used to use many years ago for party favors. And I turned it, let's see, how did I do this? Yeah, I put it this way. And so this is the handle right here, and then this is the bottom. And I glued it down. I think I even put some plaster of Paris or something heavy in there, so it can have some weight to it, or else it would be too flimsy. And then I covered it with material and lace. This one I kind of put a little bit too much glitter, but that's okay. And so I put a chain around that. And for some reason I'm getting a glare. Okay. So now I'm going to show my shoes. So we do these little shoes, and I buy these at yard sales. Or wherever I can find them, and I've gotten them pretty cheap. And so then I just spray paint them, and then I spray paint them gold or white or whatever color I want, and then I decorate them with the applique. And this is the V applique, and just kind of put it in the front and wrapped it around, and then put a little cameo and put lace on them. And these are very popular. We sell a lot of shoes, and so these shoes right here I got at Walmart 2017, and I bought a bunch because I didn't have any, and I wanted to make sure they weren't going to run out. And so these ones were black stilettos, and then I spray painted them and then put glitter on them, and then I highlighted it had this design, and then I put the bling, and then wrapped a scrap piece of applique I have in the flowers, and then these little beads. And these are very, very popular. And this is the last I have. I don't have any more. This one was the same thing, the little shoes. And in this one I put a bow, and I put the applique, that trim that I showed you. And then this one was the same stiletto, but in red. Okay, and then this one they were silver, and then I spray painted them. And then has like a little strap in the side, in the back, and so I just put little trim. So that's where all my little trim, little pieces here and there, I just kind of fill them in because you don't need a whole lot. And then I just cut them up and put glitter. And glitter kind of hides a lot of things, so that's good. This one, it was kind of strange. I only bought 2 sets, and they came like 2 together, and they were melted together right here. So my husband took it off and kind of left a mark, but I covered it up with applique. and he kind of burned it, but he was able to separate the shoes because I wanted them separate. So I thought it was a really cute shoe. I wish I would have gotten more. When I went back, they didn't have any, and so I wasn't sure how it was going to work. And but it was cute. It made up really pretty. I like the shape of it, but they didn't have them anymore, and this was a couple of years ago. And then these are some small shoes that I got from Walmart also. They were in a package of 6, and they were pink. And then I just kind of put a little design on there and put a little bow, little rosette. And this one too. And then the purple one. Okay. And so those are the little shoes. And then I did one out of cardboard. And again, I just added a whole bunch. And I think I did my own pattern. I think I had a cookie sheet, a cutter, and then that's where I got my pattern. And then I just covered it with applique. And it's just flat in the back and has velvet. And I think this velvet piece of material was a robe I get like at yard sales, and material from all over. And then this one, it is one of those wedding shoes. Do you remember when they used to have them for party favors? And so I covered it up with lace, painted them, covered them up with lace. I did put some plaster Paris inside it just to make it heavy, and I didn't go all the way to the top. I just kind of put a little bit in there and then covered it up with glitter and lace. And these are cute. Okay, so then the same friend that did the gloves made these boots. And so I painted them and then just put a little bit of trim. I found this trim at a yard sale years ago, and hadn't used it, and I thought it was perfect for this. And then I just put flowers on the side and put. We used to do these years ago and put flowers up here, but I kind of ran out of flowers, so I just thought that would be cute. And then with a cameo. Okay, so those were really pretty. And let's see if I find my shoe. My boot. Oh, here it is. So this is what they look like. So I put a piece of material and I glue it real tight, and then I put I do like a long piece of lace, and then I just kind of make it like a little rosette. That's how I gather my lace, and then I go down in here. So I put the lace right. It's not really lace. Yeah, I guess I use lace. I use different things, whatever I find. Something that stretches. So I put glue here, and then I stretch it and put glue all the way over here so nothing will fall in. And then I decorate them. And then these shoes I had bought at the shop. And so I'll paint these and cover these with poly lace on the top. And then applique. And this I had gotten, so you kind of make the dress form. This is kind of a bigger dress form, but these were at Michael's years ago for $1 in the dollar bin. And so I have done these with cover them with white lace, or I used to use nylon, little kids nylon, and wrap it around it. And I don't know why I painted it gold, but I'll probably do it in the cream color. And I think that's it for, let me see how much time I have. Okay, I don't want to do it too long. So I'm going to show you the teapots that I do. I used to buy these ceramic teapots. I haven't found them here anymore. And then I decorate them. I put trim around it, and then I put some berries, and then the little bird. And this I got at Dollar Tree. And so this is what the teapot looks like. Now they have smaller ones at Dollar General. And I do those small ones. Let's see if I find them. Excuse me here. Okay. I didn't know if I had time to do these. So I do these little cups. Again, I find these at Dollar General. And they're little small cups. And I glue them with E6000. And you stand them up like that, and then I put berries and my greenery, and then the little bird on there. And also I did some, I ran out of birds, so I did some with a little spoon, and a little butterfly. I don't know if you can see that. And I put a little butterfly on there with a little bit of a bow on top and a little spoon. And then some flowers. Okay, and so then when you get a set, you get a whole bunch of the sugar and the creamer. So I put a little butterfly on that. And how I do those is on the teapot and on the creamers is I get a button. I had tons of buttons, and I wrap a wire underneath and then twist it and then make this as my hook. And then I glue it with E6000, and that holds it. And that way I get something in the middle. I've tried different things, but that worked. And then that's how I'm able to put a little hook here and hang it. Okay, so it's the same one, and then I just put trim around it. Okay, and that's the sugar. And then this is the creamer. And so it was an easy way for me to utilize I had tons of these. And that's the thing when you buy a lot of stuff and you want to use one. So this is the burgundy teacup. And I'm trying to empty my bag here. I got tons of stuff. Okay, so here is the small one. So this teapot came with this small, teacup, and I got these at Dollar General. I think they were like $4.50, and you get 4 cups and a teapot. And so that was a pretty good deal, I thought. And so I have a lot of the cups, and the teapots you only get one, so you end up with a lot of cups. Okay, so then I wanted to show I use these out of cardboard. So I cut out a teapot, I'm sorry, and I put trim on this one, and this one, I did this one also. This one was a cork. This was, I bought this years ago at Joann's, and it was cork for, I guess, for drink, to put a drink on, coaster. It was a coaster, and it came with 4 in a pack. And so then I just covered it in paper and then wrapped trim around it and made it into a larger ornament. And then I remember where I got the pattern on this, and then I cut these out of cardboard again and just put the trim. So I stopped doing the trim because I was using up all my trim. And so these ones I did, and these are Stampin' Up! The teapot. So this one I put the trim, and this one I just put the glitter. But again, it's cardboard. And I just kept running it and then gluing them all together. And it does have like a little design here. I took that off. And so these make cute little ornaments. I did the Christmas paper. And you do plain paper or Christmas paper, whichever one you want. I need to put a little sign that says tea time or something on there. And then this, I made the little Tim Holtz. This is the Tim Holtz cup die. Again, I ran a few with cardboard and then put glitter on them. Oops, my little trim is falling off. And so I did them in different colors. And then this is the other one. So I tried to do them different colors. I did do Christmas also. And then this one I cut out myself. I found a pattern. It's a little bit smaller. And let's see if I find the littler one. This one I did have a die. I don't remember the name of the die. I think it cuts out in the middle. But again, cardboard. And this one's a little small one. And then I did this one. These were popular last year. A lot of people like little small items. And I do them in red and different colors. But I thought those would be an easy thing to make. And I think that's it for my teapots. Oh, okay, this one I did in silver and red. And this is another one I cut out myself. I didn't have any small teapots this size, so I just kind of did a pattern, and while I'm watching TV, I cut them out. And so I think I only had like 3 left. So that's it for my show and tell today for my ornaments. I hope you enjoy them. And please hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.